2 hours later.
2 hours later, we're already
You need to like be closer to your computer when you talk.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
It's better?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't have a bendable chair. This chair is basically just bolted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So there we go.
Wait. The intro just played?
It just played. You totally missed it. But it's
No,
streaming.
I'm watching it right now.
Oh, you are watching it. So you did you hear music?
I have it muted.
Okay. All right. Well, it played an intro. So that's good.
Oh, bam, I'm in the center.
Yeah. You're totally in the center. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, we were talking about tackling the whole Nintendo and how everyone was worried about Nintendo not having enough money. What do you guys think about the pervasive opinion over the internet that like Nintendo's going down and going to be the next Sega and everything? Like, do you think that's true?
I don't really think it's true that Nintendo will be the next Sega. Maybe the next Capcom, but not the next Sega.
Capcom?
Being like, no, I'm just saying, be like, they'll probably take back some games. Probably like like the creator of Mario will leave Nintendo high and dry and try to make his own Mario game. Be like, everyone will know it's Mario for some weird reason and go on Kickstarter, try to earn some money.
Yeah, like Mighty Number 9. That's what you're referring to. Yeah,
I was referring to Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, did you watch that gameplay footage? I just posted a link on my Facebook.
I saw a bit of footage from the Mega Man websites because it relates to Mega Man, every Mega Man website will post it. It's uncanny how everyone does it.
Yeah, but with Nintendo though, I mean Nintendo has so many different characters to choose from. Like, I think I saw an article like a week ago, and it was talking about Valve and how Valve could do their own Smash Brothers, and like most of the characters were from like Team Fortress 2. But to me, like what they did was they redid the Smash Brothers intro with Valve characters. So like they had Gordon Freeman from Half-Life, and then they had like all the Team Fortress characters. But to me, like, I don't know, I saw the comments and everyone was excited about it, but like to me that doesn't, like, it's not the same thing, you know, growing up with
like PS3 All-Stars.
Yeah, it's like PlayStation All-Stars. Like, the characters don't mesh together. At least that's how they feel to me. Like,
they should have like an expansion or something that you can put into Smash Brothers and like change the characters to like Valve characters or something.
Well, some people hacked, I think it was Brawl, so they could change their own textures and make like Sonic black. Like Black Sonic. Yeah, like they even added like no, he was totally black, and like they added like armor to Mario and like really weird texture mods. I don't remember what it's called, but what you had to do is you had to load all the textures off of the actual memory card to get it to work. So it was just too much work for me. I'm sorry. But there's a lot of offshoots. Like that. Yeah, there's Project M and
other games too.
Yeah.
Like, you can make your character naked the whole time.
For Sims, like go to work naked in The Sims.
No, there's like a World of Warcraft one too, where you can make all the characters blood elves and they'd be like all naked.
Oh, too. Wow. I didn't know that. I gotta download that now.
I knew some really creepy people.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think you've met enough creepy people as is. Oh, there's more just over there.
Oh, look, you got another person who's like, title your damn broadcast.
We've got raging people. I've only had like 12 to 18 hours to edit it, guys. I gotta sleep sometime. Maybe.
But you could make me a moderator and I could do it for you.
Really? Oh, well, yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Was it a really angry person with, like, did they have caps lock key on?
No, but
So-
then they wrote like a whole bunch of garbage after it. Like just like they rolled their face
So it
across the
was
keyboard.
internet.
Maybe they wiped their nose on the keyboard.
Here, that was her dog. No,
Yeah, I was gonna say their cat just like sabotaged the computer. But what do you guys think? Like, do you think
Sorry.
Nintendo? Your screen just like froze at the perfect moment there. I just saw that.
Just laughing.
You're laughing, yeah. But what do you guys think? Like, do you think Nintendo could ever screw up so much that that they would have to do a Sega and like start making games for other companies? Do you think that's possible for Nintendo? Like, if they lose.
It's been here for so long. It's kind of hard to imagine Nintendo being like Sega kind of thing.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm just thinking if they spent more time making new games, and instead of just advertising, hey, if you go online, you can just rebuy all of our old games.
Yeah.
Because most people these days, people on the internet don't pay extra money to buy old games. They probably get an emulator and just download it for free. I think that's what shot Nintendo in the foot.
I think that's what Nintendo needs to factor in, and like a lot of the PlayStation Network games, they have high def versions of the games, like the X-Men arcade game. Like, so they went back and actually added something, right? Or like made it so the game looks like it was made in the last like half decade.
Yeah.
So maybe stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe, do you think that would help Nintendo sell more like virtual console? Are they saying funny stuff in our chat? Yeah, exactly. Are you trolling?
Guys, like, are you gonna play video games today?
We're gonna play. Oh, I think I know who that is. Maybe.
Vandal Crown?
Yes, I think I know who that is. I'm surprised. We didn't even tell anyone we were streaming, so I'm surprised he knew. Maybe he has a Twitch notification.
Yeah, you do
program.
have 4 followers, so maybe
Woohoo!
somebody.
We went up one.
Woo, boy, that's better than none.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm one of them.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
And Miles is another one, another person that's following us. But this is like our first proper stream. Like, the last one was sort of like Miles like toasting
Yeah.
or roasting me to death.
I liked roasting you too.
I have a following
Got my
of people.
pitchfork out, and I was like, yeah.
I have a following of people that want to roast me. That's great. Now we just need to go from 4 to 100 or maybe 1,000. That'd be great. People would follow. What?
All you need to do is just basically say something that's completely wrong and be a professional victim. It works for everyone.
I like Sonic and Mario Brothers. He's so fast.
More people watching.
I am typing this down.
Well, we can always stream some gameplay, but like the idea of this sort of stream, at least how I see it, is more of like communicating, ideas rather than streaming gameplay. But we could always like. What?
I just wanted to comment on you were mentioning how Valve is making its own Smash Brothers.
Well, they're not
thing.
making their own Smash Brothers. It was some guy who happened to like put the Valve characters into the official Smash video.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, I'm just thinking. Like,
I think you
if
should
Valve-
wear your Sonic hat.
I should wear my Sonic hat. If you can get us 6 more subscribers, I'll put my Sonic hat on.
Subscribers or followers?
Followers, yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking of YouTube.
If we get more subscribers, I will literally go to the nearest comic book store, buy myself a goofy Nintendo hat.
That
and
is
wear it
awesome.
for every
Are you gonna wear like a Luigi hat?
Okay, time to go put it on my
Like
battle
a what
net.
hat?
A Luigi hat?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
overall,
constantly
people like
eating this thing.
characters.
Like, I feel awkward. That's what it feels like to me, up my nose. Yeah. But I thought Comic Book Shop had them. They did at one point. I checked and they didn't have them again. So I think you have to order them online. They're like $20. Mario Brothers or Luigi hats, but Nintendo like
my head is huge.
you'll get a large hat, or like a Wario hat. That would be big.
And I get more shit wearing that hat than Waluigi.
Okay, but I think with Nintendo, like Nintendo has so many like classic characters, and like so many people grew up with them. But with like, if you go with PlayStation All Stars, those characters only from like what the last like 5-10 years.
Yeah,
Like,
it was kind of weird. Like, why is Kratos having a huge fight out with Big Daddy? It was like, I get they're popular. Okay, that sounded weird when I just said it out loud, but like, I know they're popular, but they're not like that popular where it just seems it's that ludicrous, it's that insane an idea that it can work.
yeah,
It
because
just seems silly.
they were supposed to be toys at first. Like in the original Smash Brothers, all those characters, like the idea was the toys were fighting each other. And then
What
after
happened to that idea?
yeah, after that game, they decided no, they're actually fighting each other.
You
And
know,
like,
like they're fighting each other, and then it's like the next game, like, oh, we're seeing, like, there's a story to behind everything.
yeah,
Now,
well,
new game to take away the story, so.
like
Here's some
Nintendo
like,
games, some of them didn't even have stories, or arcade games, like classic retro games. They didn't really have a story. You didn't have to know like the character's name even to play the game. Like the guy has an axe or a sword, and you could just like hack away at the bad guys. It didn't
Go kill
matter.
things.
Yeah, just go kill
up
things.
shinies.
Doesn't. Yeah,
Good
pick
to
up.
go.
Guys, there's an endpoint over there. I have got to use my weapon and destroy monsters as I go.
Yeah, exactly. That was it. Like you didn't have to know. You could just put a quarter in the machine, you know, drink a few beers and play Double Dragon. Like it didn't matter really. Like Double
I
Dragon's
like
not
that
the best.
Yukon Gold one.
What?
I like the one where you take the gun and you shoot the deers, or whatever it was.
Oh, Deer Hunter? Was it Deer
Yeah.
Hunter?
It was awesome.
That was in every shooter game. Deer Hunter, Jurassic Park, like House of the Dead, or pretty much the same thing.
You didn't really need to know a story.
Fire
House of the
away.
Dead's a good example. Yeah, that's a better example than I came up with. Zombies, gun, blood. That's all you need to know. You
Zombies,
didn't,
robot, dinosaurs, deer, it's the same.
yeah, you didn't need to like know the reason why you were shooting zombies. Like now everyone has to be like careful of what they do in video games. It's like, oh my god, my poor like 13-year-old that I bought the game for, even though it says it's not meant for 13-year-olds, you know. Oh my god, they're playing this game, I bought them. That's
I
not.
blame the parents on this. They need to do more research before
Yeah.
buying the game that their kids are asking for.
Yeah, well, I've worked at like EB Games, and I've worked at you know, Toys R Us, and I've worked at like other places that sell video games, and it's just like it's just sold, like, and I think that's another thing. Like going back to the Smash Brothers, like, that even some of the parents look at Smash Brothers and it's like, oh, it's a giant ape. That's not going to be violent for my kids. But like if you look at like PlayStation All Stars, it's like, okay, there's this giant beast with like a giant drill, and they don't know it's from Bioshock, but like they see the Big Daddy and it's like, okay, that's probably not for kids. I don't know, like that's what I think with the Nintendo characters. They were designed to be simple and like I think that's why they still have that appeal. Like if you look at all the characters pretty much from PlayStation All Stars, they're all like, I don't know, they're not like super detailed, but they're not basic, you know?
No, I get you. No, it's like you kind of remind me of this one thing when my folks got me a GameCube for the first time. This was years back.
Yeah.
One of the first games they got me was Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah.
And they're pretty much anti-violent, like anti-fighting games in a sense. But the reason
Yeah.
they bought it is because I had Link on the cover.
Oh, yeah?
Zelda. And they knew how me and my sisters were huge Legend of Zelda fans back then. And it's like, this is a fighting game. Like, really? Link's on the box. How can it be a fighting game? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty much kind of that. Like, you see, like, oh, here's a character my son or daughter likes. I must get this game. And, like,
Exactly. I mean,
whatsoever.
and like Link and like Pac-Man and Mario are like some of the biggest, most iconic characters in the whole video game industry. Like Mario is so big that almost everyone, in my opinion at least, recognizes Mario. And like maybe
No,
the
no.
Mario theme, like, so that's why I think Nintendo in terms going back to the whole like Nintendo, losing money. Did you see that Nintendo's trying to move into the Chinese market? There was a big
no,
ban.
This is actually news to me. I actually did not know that.
Yeah, there was a big ban, I think, for like a decade. Correct me if I'm wrong. Guy in the chat room who's messaging us. But yeah, it was like a decade ban. Decade ban.
Oh, you're not paying attention to it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Sorry, I'm streaming all this, so I don't want to mess up with the setup. I know what happens if I
He
do.
needs to figure out how to make us mods.
Yeah. Well, I can do that.
You go right click and
Yeah.
you click moderator.
Right click on your name.
Yeah. Or click on it. No,
In
left
Twitch?
click on it. And there should be an option to make moderator.
In Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
See the name Clara?
Okay. Well, I'll do that afterwards. Like, for now, I don't want to interrupt the stream, because the last time I crashed. Last time I crashed.
Pay attention to the streamers.
Okay.
You're supposed to answer them.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
All you do, you'll just see me doing something goofy.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be streaming later by myself.
Yeah. Yeah, we should post all that on the, we'll post that on the actual main stream, but right now, if I move any of the other window, all of our pretty faces won't actually be seen.
You're kind of pixelated on my end here.
Yeah, every once in a while, that's what I noticed.
Right,
Yeah, I'm a little bit pixelated. I noticed, like, every once in a while, my face, like, gets into, like, a pink splotch on here. But
oh no, streamers, he's going to 8-bit.
I think it's because of my connection. There's something wrong with, like, my phone line, I think. Because I was at my buddy's place the other day streaming Smash, and, like, he had like, maybe, like, a 2% packet loss, and I'm getting, like, 35% right now, so yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get them to fix that. But yeah, anyways, like, with Nintendo, I think Nintendo, they've been, like, they have these characters, and, like, these characters are so iconic that it would be really hard for them to, like, they have such a hardcore following. I think that's another thing that people don't realize. Like, even if Nintendo loses money now, either, like, through expenditure to getting into the Chinese market, it's such a ludicrous market because it was blocked off for, like, a decade. And that's why I think it was days or a week after, you could see that Microsoft and Sony were trying to also get into the Chinese market, because there's, like, what, the population's like billions of people in China, right? So just imagine the number of gamers, potential untapped gamers.
Well, they have those gaming houses too, where there's like 20 people living in one little area, and then they have professional gaming teams.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually sounds exciting. Fun. I wish we had it here.
Yeah, it would be like a frat house for gamers. Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's a Magic Freckles going, dude, let's play some Super Mario.
Yeah.
Can't smash in the forehead.
But that's what they're trying to do with the gaming lounges. They're trying to make, like, a home away from home. You can play video games with your fellow gamers, but
so an arcade then.
Yeah, arcade with, like, console games, console systems.
I actually miss arcades. You can never find them anymore. Like, when I grew up, there was an arcade close by, like, where I live. Now I'm like, it's now a college for some weird reason.
Oh, Algonquin College, or?
No, now Algonquin.
House of Targ.
At Sailor Raw, there was a place called Cyber City.
Oh, yeah.
Arcade games and Laser Quest. Now it's, like, converted to some sort of college.
Weird.
Really
oh,
weird.
yeah, it's like some college. I forget the name of it.
Okay.
It's a college,
but my dad went there once and didn't get jack shit.
Well, there is House of Targ just opened on Bank Street, and they have, like, NBA Jam. They have, like, there's a special name for it, but it's 4-player Pong, and then they have 4-player Pong.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a
That's
couch and you can sit around there.
Like, just 4 players on their own side, or is it 2 players on one side?
There's one person for each side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just can't see it there. That's that.
How does that work?
Yeah,
This is magic and weirdly now.
yeah. And they sell pierogies and stuff and beer.
That actually sounds
Like 3
it's on
blocks from
Main
my
Street?
house.
Yeah, it's like really close to where Cat lives. Yeah, but
I guess I'll have to go there sometime. I don't know.
It's like Sunnyside and Bank.
yeah, it's right across from Mayfair Theater.
Nice.
Yeah, and they change
Wow.
the cabinets every once in a while. They had an AC/DC pinball machine, and now I think they have a Star Trek one and one or two others. They had a Doctor Who pinball machine too, but
I did not
they're
know
still
there was
there.
there was a Doctor
It-
Who pinball machine. Would
Yeah.
you be surprised if there's Doctor Who everywhere?
Yeah, apparently the James Bond one's like really hard to find too. That one looks cool
Really?
though. Yeah, the GoldenEye one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just like I see James Bond just says James Bond, not James Bond.
No, this is one that came out like right after the movie. Yeah, but
Oh.
yeah, but guys, like, what do you think about like Nintendo's finances? Like, do you think it's like a temporary setback, like
Better
them
be.
losing money? Like,
I'm pretty sure this is a temporary setback. Like, Nintendo's a big company. Yeah, they've made mistakes, but they gotta try to come up with new games or just games. Don't put too much story into it. Just come up with like something fun that everyone can enjoy, and not just another reselling Mario 100 times.
yeah, see, that's the big thing with Nintendo, but a lot of companies are doing. Like, they're bringing back games or repackaging. Like, Nintendo was doing that with the 3DS, sort of by time, when they re-released Ocarina of Time with, like, higher resolution textures. So, I don't know,
Changes
Nintendo's
are-
guilty of it. A lot of companies are guilty of doing that.
Yeah. Like chances are, if they're selling games like Mario Kart 8 and Smash Bros. Is coming soon,
Yeah.
I think they might cover.
Yeah,
Might
because,
be here because I'm not psychic, so.
well, Mario Kart 8, I know they really focused on, like, adding something new, like the anti-gravity. I have it. I just haven't opened it yet because I just got it today. But
Find out
Smash-
the anti-gravity doesn't work.
I can't beat this track. But no, what they're doing with Smash Brothers is they split it into half. I don't remember the terminology, but they made like one mode for casual people that just wanted to play for fun, and then they have a mode just for people that want to play it on the professional level. So Nintendo's actually
online.
online and also in tournaments. Like, there are big tournaments, Smash Brothers Melee tournaments that go on all the time.
I swear I heard Nintendo's is putting a kibosh on the whole online thing. I haven't heard.
I know a while ago they did stop. I don't remember the name of the place, but they did stop the people from doing, like, recording Smash Brothers tournaments. But then there was such an uproar like a year and a half ago that they just relented and let people actually play Smash Brothers Melee and have it recorded. So it's a really big deal. Like, Melee is, give you an idea, Melee came out in 2001. It's 2014 and people are still playing it professionally. So that's really old for a video game to still be
Yeah, you
played.
go to any
I love
convention,
it.
whether
Yeah.
it's,
Like,
funny enough, mostly anime conventions. Like I stopped by at the video game section, whether it's in Montreal or in Toronto, and I find like they're still playing Smash Brothers Melee, and I hear
Yep.
even like the actual crowd who's gathered are going like the digital crowd in the game. Like there's a guy playing Game and Watch,
yeah,
and everyone's going Game and Watch.
yeah,
Game and
yeah. It's a
Watch."
big deal. Like,
It's up in the air, and I'm amazed people are still playing this.
yeah, it's a really good game. It's just video games don't usually get played like that long, for that long.
These days, it's just like let's see who you can play the game Just Dance, which is it's actually fun, but I kind of I miss the controller days.
Yeah,
Or
well,
I
that's
horribly suck at playing games with a controller anyway.
well, as long as you're having fun, right?
Yeah, and it was like this year me going, dang, damn, darn.
And you can't actually smash someone's controller if you don't have a controller, so you need a controller.
That's true.
you can't unplug the controller if it's all wireless. So.
Oh God, do you remember how when Mario Kart had that wheel thing for Wii?
They have that for the new one too. If you pre-order,
do you still have your GameCube?
Yeah.
I still own all my old systems.
Me too.
I have a
N64.
I have a Sega Genesis, a Dreamcast, PS1, 64, a GameCube, along with a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance.
Wow.
My God, I'm so old.
But yeah, so I think, if Nintendo keeps releasing these games on a consistent basis, I think they'll be okay. But I even read an article that they were really basing like Mario Kart 8 like to sell a lot of Wii U's, but they're saying Smash Brothers won't come out until Christmas, which I think is kind of late. Like they really need more games between now and then.
Yes, I think that's why everyone just says, I'm not going to buy a Wii, I'm just going to buy a 3DS.
Yeah.
Because like games like Smash Brothers is coming for a DS at the end of August.
Yeah.
And this one's I've heard recently that the Wii U version is coming either late October or late November.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, because like they need a big game for Christmas time, right? So,
which makes Black Friday even more darker.
Yes, I've worked Black Friday. I worked Black Friday at Toys R Us. It is insane.
It's not always a good day to go out. I find you find more deals online than if you go outside. You just get like crazy people who are like, "Oh my god,
I need 10 copies
on YouTube." Where people get like killed and trampled. I'm just like, boom, headshot.
Boom, nerf shot. But yeah, so I think if Nintendo keeps releasing games, like right now it seems like the PS4 is sort of outselling everything. Like last I checked, the PS4 was outselling the Xbox One by like a third, and then in comparison, like it was something like 6 or 8 million for the PS4, and then like 4 million for the Xbox One, and then Nintendo was sort of way far behind with like 200, 300,000 Wii U's. Like that's sort of like the difference right here. Like
there
right
is a difference, but I figured that the Wii U would do better than the Xbox One because I hear so many complaints about the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Controller's too big. Can't reach all the buttons.
Oh god, I actually did play, like I think that's why everyone was. I think the reason why it stopped selling was because it really disappointed fans. I thought like when they heard Wii U, they thought, oh, like a new attachment to the Wii.
Yeah.
No, it's just basically like a slightly upgraded game console that's not even 10 years old.
Well, I think another reason why Nintendo's sort of sort of behind with the sales is like I even experienced it like at Christmas time when I was working, or Christmas/January. People would come up to me and they're like, "Oh, can I play like Wii U games on my Wii?" I'm like, "No, it's a totally new system." And like, no, it wasn't just one person. It was like almost every single person that had an interest in the Wii and the Wii U. They got like totally confused. They had no idea. I even stopped someone from buying like a Wii U game.
Like different software.
Yeah, different hardware, different software. But yeah, like that kept happening, and like I think that's the biggest problem that like Nintendo shot themselves in the foot, and that's why they sort of paying for it now, like losing a lot of money. How much did you say? You had the stats. You checked the stats
right,
actually.
No, I looked up on IGN.
A few million.
About 6.5 million.
Yeah, and that's American. Like that's like that's like a trillion yen.
Oh god.
Yeah, there's a huge discrepancy between yen and American money. I don't know what the ratio is, but yeah, it's a huge difference. Like 1 million American is like a trillion yen or something. It's crazy.
No, it's like 1,000 yen is a dollar.
Is it? Okay, I just remember it was a huge number.
If I can recall that, I'm probably wrong. You could probably check back. You probably you could tell me I'm wrong, viewers. Yeah, but I mean that's not the point. I mean the point is I think like they just had that like
weird identity crisis or identity problem for like months, and like that's the last thing you want. Like you don't want to confuse your customer what product you're selling. So that was sort of what like Nintendo put themselves in, a situation where people are like, what is this? I have a Wii, I don't need a Wii U, you know?
Maybe if they just changed the name and just changed the color of the system, like the Wii U would be black, and they would probably change it to say like Nintendo or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like something that doesn't sound super confusing.
Yeah.
Of course, actual gamers who actually do follow Nintendo, when I actually found out, oh, there's a new system called the Wii U. Well, some of my friends are going, damn it, I just want a Wii.
Yeah. But no, there was just, I think, and it was also the design of the Wii U. Like, it's really similar. It's like a sleeker, it's got like, I was going to say it's got curves, but I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like got more rounded curves, which is kind of awkward to like draw it, but in the air. But yeah, it's a sleeker, like, it's like the Wii supermodel compared to the Wii U is like the supermodel version of the Wii, using like a dating analogy, like it's the 8.5 girl, I guess, in the dating, and like the Wii is just the slightly attractive like 7. I don't know. I don't know how to compare it. It's a sleeker design, but it looks almost like the exact same thing. So it's kind of confusing.
Like those stereotype shows where you see the guy who's dating this girl, but apparently he has a slight attraction to the slightly hotter sister.
Yes, yeah, it's kind of like that. Kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah, so they had all that, like, they didn't clarify, like, the differences until, like, or they tried to until, like, 6 or 8 months, at least after the system came out.
Yeah, I think they should have told people it's an entirely different system.
Yeah, like, straight up, like, the new Wii U, not like, it's a Wii U.
It's like it's an add-on. Like, no, it's not an add-on. It is basically it's a new system.
Yeah, and people ask that too.
The DS is making more money, and I thought, hey, let's put it in a console version of that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
which I actually found out playing in the DC game Injustice, which I was playing with the neighborhood children, and I'm like, oh, there's a second screen.
Yeah, like that's I think Nintendo sort of made their own problem there, like kind of like with Sony with the PlayStation 3, like they're like, you would sell your house to buy a PlayStation 3 when it came out. Like it was like what, $1,000-$2,000 on eBay or something when it first came out. So
now what's it down to? Like 100?
Yeah, $200.
You usually buy that at conventions, like, oh look, here's something in the $2 bin.
It's like the original NES. Actually, it's hard to find them now, so it's probably not $2.
Sorry, you just remind me of this comedy group in Canada that actually made a joke which had a lot of hate. Which is basically this guy going like, you made scrounge up money for one PS3. Well, I have 3 PS3s. And he's like, has them all stacked together. Like, this is basically just telling people you're an asshole.
Yeah, it's like the Wii. Didn't they say the Wii was like 2 GameCubes stuck together, or what was the joke going around a while ago? Something like that.
I don't think I've heard
something like
joke.
that.
Personally, I just think it's just basically a bulkier DS.
Yeah.
You just have to. It's like, well, the bigger screen's a TV, and the tinier screen goes to you. It's the same thing. There's no difference.
So would you buy a Wii U like now that you know that Mario Kart's out, or would you still wait like until Smash Brothers, or like what would get you guys buying a Wii U? I guess that's like the most important thing to know at this point.
I think it's some of the newer games that are coming out later this year.
Right.
Like, again, Mario Kart 8, I would totally love to play, and Smash Brothers, because they finally added more characters like Mega Man, so I'm actually quite excited to play that.
Yeah.
And have my own little geek out, just going like, hey, look, I'm playing. I like have Mega Man fight song going, hey, look, it's like that comic series that came out a year ago. Just for laughs and giggles.
Yeah, exactly. What about you, Kat? Would anything convince you to buy a Wii U? Like a game or?
Maybe Smash Bros. Comes out again, like a really good one, or like a Mario Party or something like that. Is there one out for the Mario Party?
There's. Wait, Wii Party. Wii Party's the only one out.
No, I would want like a Mario Party.
Okay. Is Mario Party or nothing?
Actually, you can play with your friends and things.
Were you at the Ottawa Comic-Con a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, you were there. Okay. Did you talk to the guy who played all the characters from Mario Party?
What's that? All the Mario Party characters?
Yeah, the guy who's playing Mario. He plays all the other.
Oh, you mean Charles Martinet? Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I thought you meant a cosplay.
You should have asked him, like, are there any more Mario-themed games? Or will you be in them in the future?
If you look at the recording, because I know the guys from End Credits, they're based here in Ottawa, and they do a podcast, and they interview like different levels of the whole group.
Okay.
Oh my god, not the whole group. Sorry, they interview like different levels of the whole like film industry and video game industry. So they actually did the Q&A with Charles Martinet. They got permission to do it with him, and I was there. Yeah, I asked that question actually. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
There's a problem with the call. We've got a call problem. Can you see me still? That's weird.
She is blank.
Yeah.
Blank for Kat.
Yeah, Kat's cosplays up. Free promotion for Kat. But no, yeah, so I'm casual acquaintances with them. Oh, recovery. Sweet. Recovery. And, you're back! Yay!
We're holding memorial service.
We're just having too much fun doing this. By the way, none of us are getting paid, but no. But
Monster Hunter too.
Yes, Monster Hunter. That's a big game in Japan for sure.
I like it on my 3DS.
Yeah, it sold really well. It sold at least what was it, 10 million or more? I think so. Yeah, but anyways, like they were in charge of the endless end credits Q&A with Charles Martinet. Anyways, I actually asked him like, where would you like to see Mario? And I kind of gave him a hard question. Where would you like to see Mario in the future? And he actually handled it really well. He actually said wherever Nintendo wants to take the character. So he didn't have a preference because he said he just liked the journey, voicing Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, some of the Islanders from Super Mario Sunshine. He's done other voices too. So I did ask him that, and
like Yoshi, Princess Peach.
Wario. Does he do Peach as well?
I actually looked at
he does Wario. Yeah.
He played most of the characters, and one of them happens to be Princess Peach. And
I didn't even know that.
Huh,
wow, that's yeah, because he didn't do that voice.
I was surprised when I found out.
He said some voices are harder to do than others. Like he said, Wario was really tough on his voice. Yeah.
Oh, I would have loved.
Because there's a lot of emphasis and it's deeper.
$20 on me. I would love to ask him. Could you say this line in Wario's voice?
Say what?
Like I don't know. I didn't have a line. I would say say like Wario loves Ottawa or something like that. I don't know. Like I haven't thought of a line at the time.
Oh, he actually said, like in the bit that I recorded, he actually said, Ottawa, #1, yippee! Yeah, he actually said that.
Finger said number.
That was his idea. Yeah, no, everyone, it's kind of funny, because at first I'm like, oh, that's really nice of him to say Ottawa's #1. And then I overheard him say that to, like I saw other recordings he did for other people, and then, he's like, I don't remember my friend's name, but it's like, hey, Bruno, how you doing? You are #1! So I'm like, oh, well, now you're telling everyone that they're #1, so now I don't feel special anymore that you said Ottawa's #1.
So it's kind of like how rock stars do whenever they do a concert. Like,
yeah.
No matter where you are, always tell them the best place in the world.
Ottawa's #1! And then the next night they're like, yeah, Ottawa sucked last night. That's what rock stars do, though,
At least here, won't throw water balls.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to get you tense, and then you'll like after the concert you'll buy more beer or like buy a rock shirt or whatever. So, but no, he was a really nice guy. He was really down to
Sweaty
earth.
tank top.
Yeah, sweaty tank top.
No, slutty.
Oh, they said sweaty.
I,
Well, it might be sweaty too.
I was in between that there.
You were
Have
in
you guys
between
seen
the
the
sweaty
series?
tank top.
Oh,
Wait, what series?
have you guys seen the series on YouTube called Mario Warfare?
I've heard of it.
No.
It's really
What's that about?
good. I wish Mario would go that way.
Mario would go Rambo.
Badass and beating the shit out of people.
Mario meets
It's like a
Duke
real
Nukem.
action live series.
Just imagine now Mario being the star of action movies.
And like
Mario
ripped
versus
Mario
Predator.
beating people up.
Actually,
Mario.
the commercial. I'm not sure if you saw this news. This was as of I think yesterday. But there's a special Mario Kart 8 DLC where you can play as a Mercedes. You can drive a Mercedes, I mean. That makes more sense. Yeah, it's free DLC, and there's a commercial for it. And they actually show a ripped Mario. You have to check that out, Kat. You'll like it.
Like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
are we
And he has a big
talking-
I
mustache,
like
too.
ripped naked men.
Is he like? Are his clothes the same, or is he wearing like a karate outfit?
No, the clothes are the same. He's like a really tall, big nose like Mario, and he's like muscular, but you don't see his muscles really.
Oh, I think I saw that on YouTube.
Did you watch
I went
that?
on Facebook.
Yeah.
No, but I didn't actually click it because I was like, oh, I don't know what this is.
This is awkward. This weird. Yeah, it was on Kotaku. That's where I saw the original picture. I'm like, did someone dress up as this and went in the desert?
I thought they were cosplaying.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just
I
cosplay in
was
the
like, oh,
desert.
I don't
It's
really
like,
want to see that.
Great.
yeah.
Now, again, it sounds like Mario in action films. Mario as the Terminator. I love you back.
But you won't. Yeah, but yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, people have said, oh, you know, it's actually kind of cool. Like, it was almost 50-50. I think like 40% liked it. Some people, like the Mario Kart purists, were like, why do they have this kart in Mario? It doesn't belong. Like, you know, it's like a commercial. People didn't like it. It was too commercialized. I don't know. But then the funny part was, like, I even read an article last night. They were saying, like, oh, once Nintendo runs out of, like, retro tracks, you know, what will they do? And one guy's like, oh, yeah, they'll just steal tracks from other racing games. That's what one person said.
You know what I
Yeah.
want to see a game of? Make a Wii U game of the F-Zero series.
Yes.
Come on, Captain Falcon fans. We want
Yes.
another.
That would be
shout your
cool.
voice out,
Yeah.
yeah. We want an F-Zero game.
Yeah, that's what people were saying. Because they
Or Star
skipped.
Fox.
Yes, Star
Like,
Fox
if
would be
you-
cool.
Like, if you have Smash Brothers, make a game for every character that appears in Smash Brothers.
Yes, yeah.
That way you can end up buying more games, or that way fans who are fans of certain of those games could love Smash Brothers even more. And
But Nintendo did do that. They did do that before. Was it right? I think it was right before Brawl came out. They announced Kid Icarus was coming back, right? And then they released the 3DS game. I think it was after that. Correct me if
It was
I'm wrong.
after Brawl.
Was it after
They did,
Brawl?
like,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was
So they
after
actually
Brawl.
advertised the character first. Yeah. It was a smart way of introducing, like, Smash Brothers is like a way for them to test out, like, characters that they can bring back from, like, 30 years ago. So,
I really hope they don't do what a certain game I saw called SNK versus Capcom, where they brought in like the bad art Mega Man guy who's like he's fat, bloated, and he's wearing yellow and blue spandex to help.
oh, yeah, yeah.
I just imagine Smash Bros. Makes DLC characters of if they added Simon Belmont somehow, you could actually have like downloadable like the downloadable content of versions of those characters from the Captain N series.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be
So
cool.
That'd be hilarious and awful at the same time.
Well, what they're saying, like, I was reading the Mario Kart boards last night, and one guy was upset. Like, I don't want to name drop certain characters that aren't in the game because it's a kind of a spoiler. But they took out some characters. Yeah, but they took out some characters from the last game that people were upset about, and then, you know,
Who did they take out?
They took. I'll tell you, they took out Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is not in the game, but they added all of the old Koopa brothers and sisters. Yeah, all 7 of them, I think it is. Yeah, 7
And
of
they
them.
took them out.
No, they added those, but they took out Bowser Jr.
It's not
Yeah.
so bad. We get the Koopas.
Yeah, you get the
At
Koopa
least
kids.
Classic Mario fans, we get the Koopa
Yeah.
siblings.
But someone else noticed that like Nintendo now seems to be adding a lot of DLC to their games when they never used to do it. And like with Mario Golf, you could download Metal Mario and some other characters. So it's possible Nintendo might be leaving the door open for like Mario Kart DLC. It's possible. I mean, they would earn a lot of money off of it. So
Yeah, I like to see like when they had like a lot of hidden characters.
yeah.
Everyone's trying like, I want to get the next hidden character kind of thing. Maybe it's like giving an easier way and earning more money.
I'm still disappointed they never re-added Magic Koopa, because with Mario Kart 64, Magic Koopa was the original character. Did you know that?
He was.
Yeah, they have beta pictures of him in the game before they took him out and added
I
Wario.
think I still have that magazine. I'm like,
Yeah.
Where's Magic Koopa? When I finally saw the game actually.
Yeah, he's not even in the game's memory anymore. They completely took him out. Yeah, Wario's in there instead of... That was the first time I think Wario was in a game. Was Mario Kart 64.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like they can add Funky Kong. Why not just add Magic Koopa?
It's not hard. I mean, he's been in a lot more games. He's been in a lot of the Mario RPG games. Like, that's another character that's been around forever. I think I could be totally wrong, but I'm going to throw this out there anyways. It was either Mario World 1 or Mario World 2 that you first saw the Magic Koopa character. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah. But,
I need to relook up that game because I'm like, sometimes like, I can't remember anymore. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking, like, we could keep going on to just under the hour mark, because I know that we're over half an hour. So, yeah. We were just having so much fun that I kept on going. But...
Well, we'll just 45 minutes, less than an hour, but still feel like if somehow Twitch decides, let's add commercials.
Yeah.
At every 15 minutes.
We'll be selling, like, Mercedes-Benz commercials in front of, like, our video game stream. Yeah. Or, like, sell Pocky.
Oh, I have a Mercedes-Benz on me.
Yeah. But, I think people should be worried about Nintendo, like... I think Nintendo, going back to the beginning, like, Nintendo being sort of arrogant, like, I think each of these companies, after they have a really good generation, and sort of winning the generation, they sort of become arrogant. I think Nintendo sort of went through that this time. Like, with Sony, they really suffered big time with the PS3. Like, they lost a lot of money. Like, even the guy that was in charge of designing the PS3, he lost his job eventually because he cost Sony so much money. He actually I heard he had to resign. So that's why... Yeah, and he actually, you know, who knows what would have happened. I mean, if Sony had teamed up with Nintendo and created that CD player for the Super Nintendo, you know, Nintendo might have, like, had a total monopoly. Like, it might have been totally different now, the gaming industry. In some ways, Nintendo had a total monopoly in the 80s. And, you know, if Sony hadn't been around, we wouldn't have had a lot of other characters. Like, we wouldn't have Parappa the Rapper. We wouldn't have, like, Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, like, I mean, it's probably worked out for the best that Nintendo didn't have a total monopoly because, you know, they've had to compete and come up and innovate. So, you could argue that, but I mean...
But
yeah.
But it does get to a point where a company decides they think we can do anything, and then basically ends up failing.
And I think
Sega, it's what's happening to Capcom now.
Yeah.
And I think now it's like Nintendo's turn to feel the burn.
Exactly. I mean, it forces the company to make sure that, like, if they start losing money, then they have to start being smarter with their marketing and everything. You know, realize, like, how can we sell more units? What would sell? And Nintendo is working on a new Zelda, so I mean, they're they've confirmed that they're working on one. They just haven't shown it.
I'm actually excited because I saw a few it's like Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors. I think that's
Yeah,
what
that
it's
looks cool. That's coming out
Yeah.
next month in
called.
Japan.
It looks fun because you get to play more than just Link.
Yeah, and
You get
Impa.
to play Impa.
Yeah, who's I don't think.
And it looks like the Impa from the Skyward Sword one. So
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time fans, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I never played that game. I have it somewhere. I just never opened it up and started playing it. I feel so bad. Yeah.
I feel bad for not playing.
Which game?
Skyward Sword
Oh.
for the GameCube.
I just played the one Between Worlds, and it was so good.
Yeah, I have that, but I haven't played it. Picked it up for a
I'm
while.
gonna do a
I didn't get
Hilda
that.
cosplay.
Sweet. Sorry, what were you saying,
Wait,
Ian?
you were cosplaying or?
No, I'm gonna do a Hilda cosplay.
Yeah, Cat cosplays.
Oh, okay.
So for everyone out there, Cat cosplays. So, I guess we didn't do a formal introduction. I just have this big mic. That's my claim to fame.
He likes to hold round circular
I like
things.
big mics. And I like video games too.
Cylinder shaped. You know what he does with it
Objects.
at night after this?
I play video games.
Practicing.
I'd rather just watch Outlast for the 50th
I play
time.
with my joysticks. Video game systems.
Sorry. Thanks for reminding me of undergrad. Master your joystick as a
Yeah, so
Master your joystick as a fisherman masters bait.
Kat actually cosplays, and then Ian reads a lot of comic books, right, Ian? How many do you buy a
Yes.
week? Just so everyone knows, and
Oh God, I really hope my parents don't see this.
oh, they won't.
Average, I have to say, would be at least 10.
At least 10 a week.
On a, yeah,
How
at
much
least
are
10 a
comics
week.
anymore? I'm totally confused. Ever since they became $20 for a graphical novel, I'm like, are they still $2 or are they $3.95 or? I'm
It
totally out of
varies,
the.
like most comics, mostly DC, Marvel, and Archie comics. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
It's $2.99 with the some of the extra.
That's
pages,
pretty reasonable, you know.
$2.99, and then every other company out there,
Yeah.
it's just $3.99. It's either $2.99, $3.99, unless they're adding trying to make a freaking graphic novel out of one. Then it's $4 or $7.99. I'm like, frick, I'm not
Wow.
paying $10.
That's crazy.
At the store.
It better
Maybe
be-
at a convention.
It better be better looking than a video game for $10. I'm expecting high def visuals. At least that's me. I don't know.
It's like this Deadpool comic I found. Deadpool is getting married, and it's
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's $7.99. And I'm like, oh, so the wedding could be one giant long series? Nope. It's okay, first half is just the wedding, and then everything is just other themes of him getting married 50 other times as a joke.
Oh, really?
Okay,
What
let's
the
beat
hell?
this horse
Different
all in
universes.
one issue.
Oh, okay. So it's probably different universes, right?
Yeah, no, it's basically all the other times Deadpool ever had a series.
Oh.
Oh.
So it's a different artist, oh, here's one from 2007, and here's one back from 1998. Blah, blah, blah.
Weird.
How I afford this, I'm mostly just your common freelance illustrator, so that's how I actually am able to afford it.
See, there we go. More info right there. More backstory for our hosts. Alright, well, we're coming up to the last some minutes, so do you guys have any final thoughts about, what would help Nintendo not lose money, I guess, is a good question.
Make more games.
Certain
Don't-
games, certain series?
Yeah, no, make more games as just from Nintendo and maybe others contracts from other companies and whatnot. I've heard that the Batman, the Arkham Knight game's not gonna be on the Wii U. Which
Yeah, that's true. That's a really good
Funny
point.
Did that?
Yeah. It's Nintendo should be here's a wad of cash, make this game happen for us,
Or
More
let us have
aggressive.
our version of this particular.
Yeah,
game.
something exclusive to that system. That's what Sony does all the time. Sony and Microsoft. They're I can't think of the example. There was Xbox version, was it Assassin's Creed? There was some, or was it
Street
Batman?
Fighter?
No, there's some exclusive like things to like the PS3 version that wasn't available on the
BioShock
Xbox
games?
one. Maybe Sony was supposed to have an exclusive BioShock game for the Vita, and that never happened.
Yeah, there was
or for the
BioShock, there was Dead
PSP, I mean.
Space,
Sorry,
they're
not
only
Vita.
just for PS and Xbox games.
Yeah. No, there's supposed to be more BioShock games actually coming, apparently.
Nah, I
Yeah.
heard it's not gonna
Just
be done
got
by the
talked
same
about
team
last
as
few
the
days.
first three.
Yeah. I don't know where
Like,
they're
where
gonna
do you-
take it. So,
The
I mean, they've
moon?
done the sky. Yeah, they've. It's like that was another question. Actually, there was another question I had, or sort of just commentary I had at Comic-Con in that Charles Martinet Q&A. I said to him like, I did say like before, where would you like to see Mario? And as you may or may not have known, Nintendo at one point was going to have like an NFL Mario football game, but it got canned. Yeah. So, but I was saying to him, like, I remember thinking before Mario Galaxy ever got announced, like, this was like 2-3 years before it got announced. I was thinking, what are they going to do after Mario World? Oh, it's going to be Super Mario Galaxy. So I said to him, like, what's after that? What's after Galaxy? Like, Super Mario Universe? Super Mario, like, Quantum,
So Super
universes
Mario
or something?
Multiverse. So basically
Yeah,
it's
multiverse. There you go.
several
That's
versions of Mario.
Yeah.
Bowser wearing Mario.
This is the Mario that is a bum that never was successful and like never managed to beat Bowser, so Bowser rules the world and like yeah.
That'd be one confusing game. And
Yeah.
it'd basically be against
Be
everything
like Back
that
to the
Nintendo's
Future
trying
for
to
Mario.
Just make games be a game, not
Yeah.
a heavy story.
Yeah.
Unless it's Paper Mario, then that would make perfect sense.
Yeah, that was a good idea. What they did with Paper Mario. So and the Yoshi game looks
One
a
story, Paper
little bit
Mario.
like that for 3DS. I think it's called Yoshi's Story 3DS. I could be wrong, someone could correct me. But yeah, it
No,
looks a bit like
that's
that.
correct.
Yeah. But
Or Yoshi's Island. Something.
yeah, I don't remember what it was called. The one that came out like a month or two ago. I heard it was stupidly easy. Like, it's so easy, it's not even fun. Like, that's how easy it is. Yeah. So you think it's games? Like, do you think it's really, like, do you think it's big name games like Smash Brothers, Mario Kart 8, trying to think of Zelda? Like, do you think those are the games that will get people to buy a lot of Wii U games, systems, I mean? Or do you think it's going to be, like, more exclusives? Like, Nintendo doesn't have, Destiny. Destiny's not coming out on a Nintendo system, which is like the next Halo that they're spending apparently $5 billion for. Activision's spending like $5.6 billion on Destiny to make it the next Halo. Do you think the money will talk? Like, do you think that much money will make it for Microsoft?
Probably after 2 years.
Because Titanfall's
Like-
selling well, but it's one game. Like, one game won't convince people to spend $600, will it? Do you think so?
Depends.
No.
No? Depends? Depends.
Yeah,
No? Depends.
Like, it depends on the circumstances, kind of thing. If it's like,
Okay.
kind of thing, like, if you're like just playing video games the first time,
Yeah.
go for the latest one, you know? But if you're like been playing games for a long while, it's not gonna bat an eyelash kind of thing.
Because I spoke to the guy that at work who actually works in the game zone. He actually said he beta tested Titanfall, and he says nothing special. I mean, like, it just felt like Call of Duty, pretty much like a Call of Duty rehash. I haven't played my copy, so I can't actually have my own personal opinion on it yet, but that's what I was told. But then a lot of people really like it, so I don't know.
Apparently the Wii U isn't 600.
No, it's not.
No, the Xbox One is 600. I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
No, but Vandal Crown was saying.
Oh. I'm pretty sure I said Xbox One, but yeah. The Xbox One, I think it was like,
I don't know, I have a whole bunch of Xbox One t-shirts from Fan Expo last year.
yeah.
Because we kept going around getting the free chips and pop that they'd give you for watching their secret video, and then they'd give you a T-shirt each time. So I have like 4 T-shirts, and one of them says was first to play Xbox One at Fan Expo 2012 or whatever it was.
That's pretty cool, though.
All I need to know about Xbox One is that it's putting even more rental stores down to the ground. I know they no longer exist, but I feel kind of annoyed. Like, if you borrow a friend's game, you have to pay for it at the same time.
That was the thing. That was the major goof up, I think, that hurt Microsoft. Like, both Nintendo and Microsoft, just going to say this quickly because we're over the 1 hour mark, but both Microsoft and we're just having too much fun. Both Microsoft and Nintendo. Yes. So they both made big mistakes. Microsoft tried to make a system that wasn't game oriented, and then Nintendo didn't advertise their system and, make it clear it's a totally new system. So that was the two big mistakes those companies did, and now Sony's benefiting from that. So that's where we're at now, pretty much. So, did you guys have any final thoughts before we call it a weekly session until next week? About what you think would help Nintendo? Like, Nintendo's actually making a new system. I'm just going to say that, for the Chinese market. They haven't given a name or anything, so that might actually help them. They might boost their revenue that way. So, we can leave it at that, I feel like.
Maybe something that's relating to the word Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendo.
That might actually help.
The Nintendo. 2 O's. Nintendo.
So basically it's like Kamen Rider.
It's Nintendo. Sort of like the Wii U, but the Nintendo. I don't know.
So many terrible jokes in that.
Alright, well Kat needs to stream, so we're gonna wrap it up. And so I'm Jim from Just Push Play, and I'm joined today with Kat, who's a cosplayer, and Ian, who's a major comic book fan and overall awesome geeky guy. And I play video games. So guys, keep on gaming, and that's it for this week. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you guys next week, and we'll give you a heads up the next time we stream for sure too, from here, lovely Ottawa. So take care, guys, and keep on gaming. Bye for now.